Hello, my name is Paul. I'm gonna give you a little demo into how you can use the AzurePublisher and our Webrole from Composite to deploy and maintain your websites at ease. I'm using two tools to do this demo, and one is from AzurePublisher, the Azure Management Studio for trace logging, and we are using the Cloudberry Explorer from Cloudberry, and this is two great tools for working with Azure. To get started, we need to download three files. I have the links right here. So we need the publisher for our C1 site, we need the package for Azure, and we need the service configuration. And I have already downloaded these three, and I'm gonna take the service configuration and I'm gonna edit it, and yeah, Notepad is fine for this. So basically you can see we have a connection string for where it is putting all the data, and we have a deployment name. I'm gonna put this in beta deployment 3. This is a empty, I don't have this container already, so you can see this here. This is all the containers in my storage right now, and I have used beta 1 and 2 prior, so I'm just gonna take a new one here. And then install a SMTP server and delete all the sites that get deployed with this Webrole, and set the timeout for IIS for 60 minutes. And then we have the diagnostics also for the same storage account. Let's try to deploy this. Going to the Management Studio, you can see I have already created two cloud services. One is here. We are on the start, so let's go to cloud service instead. You can see them here. We have one scale out and we have a scale out north. And so one is in North Europe and one in West Europe. I'm gonna take this first one and I'm gonna deploy a package to it. Deploy a new package from local. We have the package right there. We have the there, give it a label, presentation deployment, and we'll just deploy them. It's only one instance in both of them. I can show in a later video how we also support multi-instance. So this is starting off, and while it's working, we'll take a little look at setting up your staging site locally. I will use WebMatrix 3 for setting up the site. We're gonna launch this and take a new site from the app gallery, and we're gonna pick Composite. Goes up, right down here. I'm gonna deploy, and we don't want to deploy it to Azure websites. I accept. It's gonna take a few seconds to install this, and we are good to go. It should launch up now. So now you are seeing the first screen of setting up Composite, and we're gonna go over this real quick. Just take a standard site with all the templates in it. Yes. And we don't want a new server. So when it's setting up this stuff, it should be fine. We can take a look at the management portal again, see it looks like successful. Fine. We could take a look at the log files. So refreshing. So basically what we get when we have deployed, we can view the trace logs from the diagnostic settings. So going over these, and at the end it will tell you that Webrole is now ready for doing stuff. And let's take a look at the storage. It should now have created the deployment tree, and inside this we have a configuration folder and we have websites. So this is basically just a file telling what websites to download, and you can see that the format is something like this, that you have to give it a container name in the same storage account, and you have to give it a unique name. We'll just close this again for now, and then we're gonna go back to my browser. So now you see the console and the site is up and running. We can actually see the site at our local host, and it should look like the default template. And we are kind of good to go. So I'm gonna go to a system perspective, and I'm gonna install my package that I downloaded at the start of this demo. And it should be here, and we have Composite AzurePublisher. Next. Next. And what we're gonna do when it's ready is that we're gonna configure this for the same storage account. So it's restarting the site now that it's deployed the package, and now we have this AzurePublisher. So we can try to configure it. I click and configure. We have to give it a connection string and a container name. So while I get those, I'm just gonna stop recording so you don't get my key. So I copied in the connection string, and we're gonna give this website container a name, and that's a container in the storage account that where this website will get synced to. So I'll try to kill a website test. Let's do one. I'm gonna save this. It's gonna validate that this works. What also happened when we did this was that it has created one now that called website test 011, and there's nothing in it. So it created a container for us if it didn't exist. I'm gonna close this. We're gonna go open. I'm gonna open the advanced one. The normal one is closed to. So status like this. It's that's my browser fucking up, but I can publish now. So when I press publish, it will start putting up the files. So uploading files to blob storage. So it should be done in a few seconds, and then all done. So it looks like this. This page is empty after, because there's no instances downloading the site. And you can actually use this for backing up your website as well, because the license in the publisher is first kicking in when you start setting up Webrole for downloading the site. So it's a fine way to back up your site if you're running on a production site. So we can go back to the storage account and refresh it. It now have the website. That's all the content from the website. And we can go back and we have all the configuration. So it'll put up two files. Last synchronized is a way for telling that the publisher has uploaded its content. Whenever it's done uploading, then this will be touched. And then we have the website configuration. So it will create one for us the first time we deploy one, a default. So what you see here is that we have a one-time setting here. The write back is false. This means that this website will not write back to the storage account. So when we are hooking up a Webrole for this website, it will only download all the files here in the storage container in the website whenever this last synchronize is touched. And we're binding on port 80, and it should just map all the host names that whatever hits the IP. Let's try to put up this website for a Webrole now. You saw that we have a Webrole over here, and it should be running. See, it's running here, and also we saw that the last log event was that it's ready. So we are gonna go to the storage account, and then we're gonna take our beta 3, that's the deployment folder, we have a configuration, we have the websites. And then we can uncomment this, and then put in the storage we gave it. And that was website test 001. Website test 001. And then we need to give it some unique name. I'm just gonna my website today. So this needs to be unique across all the websites in this list. And when I press save now, save, then this one is actually uploading it to its folder, a nice feature of Cloudberry. And what happens then is we can go to the website and see dashboard, and it's mapped under here. So let's see how the site looks. So it's probably not done downloading already, but it should be close. So we're gonna try hit up, see if we can see the site, or it's giving us an error. So the site is live. It's a C1 Site.cloud app. If we go back to our local site, I have this over here, and we can try open the publisher now. So it's right here. My website today. It's online. It's up to date. It's last synced 3 minutes ago. So that's really cool and easy. And we can take a look at the diagnostics also. If we refresh this, let's see if it's hit. Yeah. So, and then basically the e-tag of the deployment configuration was changed. That's when we added the website. Then it starts all the added one site, and you can follow how most of the log. And then we have a warning down here saying it took 75 seconds to do all the plugins. This basically means that it took, whenever something takes more than 1 second, a warning comes up. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because if it has to download all the files, then it takes time. As the last step of this demo, I'm gonna deploy one more cloud service, and we'll see how we can sync to both cloud service at the same time from our local staging sites. So I'm gonna go to the management portal again, and we're gonna go to our North data center, and we're gonna upload. So we're gonna take the package. We're gonna take the configuration file, deployment, no, I'm gonna deploy it even though it has only one single instance. And this is deploying. I'm gonna pause the video while it's deploying and come back when it's done. You can take a look at this over here. So we took the website test 001, and we have a configuration. So you see this common diagnostic here, so website status. So every instance this is syncing the website down, we'll put in a status here with an XML file saying something about what it's doing. That's what this site is pulling. So at some point when there's 2 now, so this means that the second site has started up, and it's coming here. So it's actually starting to update. We can see that it's downloading something like 1 file at a time, and now the parallel for loops is kicking in. And we also have to remember this is downloading from a data center in another region than the Azure storage account, so there's also going to be a little delay because of that. But basically it's just downloading now. and the parallel for loops that we are using is moving faster and faster. That's by design, so we should hit there quite soon. Whenever this is done, we can go to the north side. North Azure test. No, can't remember the name. We can just look it up here. So see out scale north. C1 scale out north. That's where it is. So let's see if it's done now. We can hit the site. And iOS is kicking off and it's running. And that's basically it. So now it's the last step of the demo is waiting for role start content. Role start. So the page here, Webrole is about to start up. Hopefully we will be able to see over here that it's starting to download and downsync the website. In a few seconds, so publish. So yes, now depending on local site is published. I'm gonna go to that one time and we're gonna publish this. We are running on an extra small instance right now. It's finding the changed files, it's uploading it, moving up, and to in a few seconds they'll be notified. So they have to download 30 files. We'll see this one is a little faster. It's in the same data center, and we go up here now. So last thing, you have this. And iOS has to restart, of course, because we have changed the content and we are updated. So this is it. And a few more demos will come showing some more features of this.